So what does a typical week in CRNA school look like, and how much time is dedicated to each class? So for my program, since it's front-loaded, meaning that we do all of our didactic classroom work in the first year and a half. So I'm in my 4th semester, and for the last 2 semesters, we've had 4 classes and sim lab. But my second semester, we had 5 classes total, but no sim lab. And all of my classes are structured in the morning from like 8 a.m. to noon. We'll usually be done by noon because we'll just have 1 class a day, except for 1 day out of the week, we'll have 2 classes in 1 day, and then it goes into the afternoon, like 3 or 4 o'clock. So for those days, since they last a little bit longer, I'll typically just take it a little bit lighter, and I may study, 2 or 3 hours out of the day, because then I like to go to the gym, and then it's like 6 or 7 o'clock by the time I'm done at the gym and eating dinner and getting ready for bed and things like that. So as far as studying goes, I usually study every day, anywhere from 4 to 6, 7, 8 hours, depending on how close we are to exams or if finals week is coming up. But for the weekends, I usually like to take those days to kind of rest and reset. So I would say I'm studying about 40 hours a week, give or take a few hours, like I said, depending on how close we are to exams. But during the week, I'm either making flashcards or studying flashcards, or for the last 2 semesters, since we've had sim lab, I'm looking at the module videos to go over the skills that we're learning. I'm going up to the sim lab 2 or 3 days out of the week to practice my induction, practice my emergence, practice any skill that we're learning in the sim lab. And then the closer that we get to being checked off on those skills, obviously I'm spending more time up at the sim lab. So with sim lab, it probably lands between 40 to 50 hours a week total of time spent studying. But I will say I've definitely been able to find a balance between school and my personal life balance and some things that I enjoy doing, like the gym, at least for this first year and a half in didactic. And yeah, this is just what works for me. Some people are successful only studying 30 hours a week, and some people have to study 60 hours a week. It just depends on how you study and what works best for you. But yes, in CRNA school, you are expected to spend extensive amounts of time studying and practicing your skills in sim lab, and it's literally like a full-time job. And yeah, that's what my week typically looks like in CRNA school. In August, I'll start clinicals, and my schedule will be switched up, and I'll have to adjust for that as well, since I'll be doing clinicals and studying at the same time, and spending 40 hours a week in the hospital. So that will definitely be adjustment, but stay tuned for that.